Coming to the conventional form of treatment or the allopathic form of treatment or the Western form of treatment. So what are the treatment options? The first is hormonal, non-hormonal options and surgical options. Usually they prefer hormonal options. Reason is that, if you're having too much of hormonal disruption, they give synthetic hormones to maintain it. What are the non-hormonal options is that if you're having prolonged period, they give certain medications so that which contain tranexamic acid, which stop the menstrual flow. Okay, remember, see, if you're already suffering from hormonal disruption, you're giving again synthetic hormones, or you're suffering from fibroid issue and there is prolonged bleeding, this medication or this non-hormonal pill will stop the problem, that is stop the bleeding, but the fibroid is still there, it's still growing. You need a medication which targets fibroid. And in allopathic form of treatment, there is no such medication as such. So what do they prefer is the surgical option, that is they either do hysterectomy or they do laparoscopy. Remember that hysterectomy in an early age can cause severity of problems, like it can cause osteoporosis, where your bones become very fragile. If you're starting like doing certain exercises or you just slipped from floor, it can cause hairline fractures, it can cause hot flushes in the body, it can cause severe hair fall and also severe acne. If you're doing a laparoscopy, you will get the fibroid removed. Okay, but what is the cause of this fibroid occurrence? That is the hormonal disruption. You need to correct it. So if you need to correct it properly from inside out, you need a medication which will work inside out, which will correct the fibroid, which will decrease the flow of the blood, and also which will give you immunity, and also which will help in not having a frequent recurrence. And that option can be considered as homeopathy. Homeopathic form of treatment. Why should you prefer homeopathy for this AUB or any sort of female problem rather than the conventional treatment or rather than allopathy? See, remember, allopathy targets the hormonal disruption by giving synthetic hormones, so there's no proper cure in it. So as soon as you stop this hormonal pills, there will again be hormonal imbalance. If there's a fibroid, they will remove the uterus. If you're not conceived, then that's not an option. Or if they're removing the fibroid, they're not removing or correcting the hormonal imbalance. If you're under hormonal imbalance and if you're using again hormonal pills, then that will completely disrupt for lifelong your hormones. So what should you prefer? You should prefer a system of medicine that will target everything, and that is homeopathy. So in homeopathy, we have no side effects. That is the primary thing. It's utterly safe to use. It's timely. So what do you mean by timely? See, many patients who come to us, first thing that they ask is, ma'am, I'm suffering from prolonged periods, or I'm suffering from scanty or irregular periods, and I want a period to be correct. Remember, period is the symptom presenting because of a certain cause. It can be polyp, it can be fibroid, it can be any sort of endometriosis or bulky uterus or any other certain things. See, the cause needs to be addressed with a medication where it will decrease the size of the fibroid and also make your menstrual irregularity regular. So when we first give you medications, we are not going to hormonally correct it so that you will stop your period. It's wrong. So we are going to give you medications where your fibroid size or your bulky uterus thickness will start thinning out. As the time passes by, your menstrual irregularity also will be corrected. And also we have good number of cases where the success rate is really high. We tell the patient to stop thinking about the period primarily. First, think about the internal damage that is there. That is, it can be fibroid, it can be polyp, it can be cyst, anything. First, we need to decrease that, and along with decreasing, some people will experience regularity in the menses in the first month only. Some people will experience it in the third month, or some people in the fifth month. So the fibroid size will start decreasing from the first month, and after 6 months or 7 months of good amount of treatment, the size will decrease, the menses also will become regular. But if the fibroid size is really large, then it might take a longer period of time. But this is the best way to manage, as we are not giving any side effects to the medications. The hormonal imbalance is corrected, so is the cause of the hormonal imbalance. And we're going to give you medicine which is very individualistic in nature. See, if you're having fibroids, or if you're having PCOD, or if you're having any other female disorders, along with that you're having some acne, you're having hair fall, you're having certain other symptoms, breast tenderness, you need not go to different doctors for different symptoms. All of this will be taken into consideration, and a single drug will be given to you, or a single holistic medicine will be given to you, where it will help in curing the case internally, outside, and reoccurrences are very low in homeopathy compared to the allopathic form of treatment. If you're watching this video and if you're suffering from abnormal uterine bleeding, so you can consult us through online or offline options, as we are having good success rate in treating these diseases. If you're staying nearby the nearest branch of Fidicus, you can come and contact us in person. If you're staying outside or you cannot reach us in person, you can contact us online either through audio call or through the video call. And also, after doctor consultation, you can share with us any sort of investigations that you've already gone through, and if we need any more, we will let you know. After all this doctor consultation, we will deliver the medicines to you, or the medicines will be sent through courier. If you're staying in India, it can take 3 to 4 business days. If you're staying in USA, it can take 3 to 5 business days, and across the globe, it can take 4 to 8 business days. If you're suffering from abnormal bleeding and you would like to get in touch with us, you can call us through this number. You can WhatsApp us, you can ping us or message us on this number. If you would like to know more about Fidicus Homeopathy, you can check this website www.fidicus.com. If you're suffering from uterine bleeding, if you're suffering from any sort of female complaints and you're looking for cure, why should you choose Fidicus Homeopathy? Remember, Fidicus Homeopathy stands for highest chance of health. Here we follow 3 principles. Primarily, the reason for doing this video is the high amount of success rate we are having in already treating the uterine bleeding, that is abnormal uterine bleeding cases. The transparent treatment here at Fidicus, that is, there is no gray area between the person and the doctor. We will be educating you on the prognosis of the case, the cause of the case, and everything. And also the personal care here at Fidicus. So what is the personal care that we give? If you're sort of having any sort of, dilemmas, myths about this condition of yours, we will educate you on that. So if you want to choose cure, choose Fidicus Homeopathy. Thank you.